Playstyles are a huge new addition to FC24 this year. I want to talk about the absolute best playstyles that I've figured out so far. Because people were starting to wonder, are they important? Are they going to be more of just a bonus on a certain cards? But it turns out that they are even more than just a bonus. They are actually integral to a card. So let's go and talk about what I think the best playstyles are and playstyle pluses as well. We upload market stuff, gameplay stuff, FC24 content every day on the channel. So subscribe if you are new. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just get into it. First thing I want to say is that I really think EA have actually done a pretty good job at making a lot of the playstyles good. I think whenever you're looking at a card to buy or possibly use for your team, I think that really every playstyle here, apart from a couple which we'll talk about, honestly is useful. And depending on how you play, you might like it more than even what I'm going to talk about in this video today, right? Just beware, all the playstyles really have their positives. They honestly, for the most part, all do. I'm just going to get into the ones that I think are like kind of broken and probably the best that I've used so far. The very first one, I think the very first one I want to talk about is the Finesse Shot. So Finesse Shot Plus description is performs Finesse Shot significantly faster with maximum curve and exceptional accuracy. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this Finesse Shot Plus is ridiculous. Honestly, it's like the easiest way for me to score this year. Scoring isn't insanely difficult as is, which honestly might even be what makes this even better because you can just score at ridiculous angles. This angle right here, I do not have to green this by any means. Like, I do not have to green this shot. This can just go flying in, honestly. It's really insane. I mean, look at this angle here. So Neymar just a little ball roll scoop, and this angle on a finesse shot, you can even do it to the near post. So once again, I green it, and that bar down, you don't even have to green this, by the way. It does them faster and more accurate. So to the near post, I finesse this and it just goes in. I mean, that is an angle that just would never have gone in last year. Another one with Griezmann here, just cut it on his left. Look at how much space you have, and at that point, once you have that much space, it is over. I mean, that was a shot you would kind of tell yourself is a little bit low percentage, honestly. It's like, okay, well, I can do so much with this here. I can pass to Diaby, pass to him, and like just take the finesse, and it doesn't matter. It's just going to fly in. It's probably my favorite playstyle, or second favorite. We'll get into my favorite, I think, in a little bit here. The players with Finesse Shot Plus trait here, let's have a look at them. These are all the players. If you want a cheap option, Alex Morgan is really going to be your best option. 36,000 coins. I know it's not crazy cheap, but honestly, like with the 5-star weak foot, that is a deadly combination. A 5-star weak foot plus his finesse shot trait is going to be ridiculous. That's what gold Heung-min Son has. Heung-min Son is insane as well. I think there's a reason that this playstyle, the cheapest player with this playstyle you can get is literally 35k Alex Morgan. 35k Benzema as well there. I think Morgan might be slightly better because of the 5-star weak foot. So honestly, like I would really attempt to get one of these players in your team and just see how you do. I think this is going to be such an insane way for you to score so many goals this year. I've got Griezmann in my team. I used Son last weekend and they are incredible. So the next one that I absolutely love is somebody who's actually not in the team right now, but it's probably my favorite card I've used this year, and that is Lionel Messi. What does he have? He has Technical Playstyle Plus, which says reaches even higher speed when performing controlled sprint and performs wide turns while dribbling with greater precision. Let's look at this Messi goal here that we score. I mean, this R1 dribbling with the Technical Plus is ridiculous. He just dribbles right around everybody, shoots at the near post, scores it. Just look at this R1 with Messi. The R1 dribbling with Messi is so fast, it's insane. He keeps the ball right on his left foot that entire time there. Like, this doesn't seem so insane, but the fact that like when you're in the moment and like in the heat of gameplay, the fact you can get away from somebody by doing that is ridiculous. Here's a solo goal, just holding down R1 with Messi this entire time, right? So look at the close control he's got here. So you add some left stick, add some other skill moves, just go straight ahead. He can kind of, it's almost like an R2 sprint basically, while keeping the ball as like close to him as possible with the R1. I mean, I just dribbled up the entire length of the field with him and I'm gonna end up scoring, luckily, after the rebound. But I mean, seriously, there's just nothing you can do to stop that. The R1 dribbling with Messi is just insane with the playstyle plus of technical. Combine that with quick step and finesse shot. I mean, this is what makes Messi so insane in this game, but the technical plus is really what separates him, in my opinion. You want some cheap technical plus options? Bernardo Silva was genuinely being used in people's teams for quite a while. Still kind of is, honestly. Because of a technical plus, he feels way faster than that pace suggests. It's pretty much the sole reason John Barnes is 390k. People are figuring out technical plus is insane. Joe Cole's 310k. Jamal Musiala is pretty cheap there, 41,000. Mostovoy was a cheap hero at 59,000. Obviously, many more expensive options here on this list, but Messi's only 132,000 coins there. Actually, not that expensive, all things considered. So I would not be surprised if all these guys are some of the best dribblers in FIFA because of this playstyle. In terms of R1 dribbling, which is kind of the meta. Now, for attackers, I have Quick Step Plus and Trickster Plus right now in this attack as well. I think both both these are decent. I think Quick Step Plus is definitely better. Quick Step Plus is very, very good. It's just not one of the ones that I want to get the point across this video that's actually like, I think you really, really want in your team. This is like an option for you. Very, very good though. Don't get me wrong. Diaby is great with Quick Step Plus. But here's a very underrated one and why I have Roy Keane in my team. You might say, okay, the Keane card looks decent, but like in all seriousness, why would you want this card in your team over somebody else? What I did not realize is the pinged pass playstyle is actually so good this year. The description is passes travel faster along the ground without impacting the trapping difficulty of the receiver. This was something I absolutely did not expect to be this good, okay? Basically what it does do is every time you press X, it's like a driven pass. And that's kind of why I didn't expect this. I didn't think it'd be like a driven pass every single time. The reason that this is so good is because in this game, the press, I'm sure you guys know this, is ridiculous. When you have a player who can basically driven pass every single time they pass the ball with no like impact on accuracy or anything else. Like watch this pass get from Keane. It's not a driven pass. This is just an X pass. It has the same animation literally as a driven pass, sorry. Here it is again right here. Look at this pass from Keane. It's just instantaneously there. And you know how much this helps you actually when you're like trying to build up quickly when you have constant pressure on your back the entire time. You take this pass for granted a little bit, but look at how quick this gets from point A to point B. That is huge. Now compare the pass speed here with somebody with the pinged pass and somebody without the pinged pass. Watch this. So Marquinhos has the ball, dribbling back here, trying to build up. Look at Keane's pass here. Boop, really quick velocity. And then Diaby's pass is like, I'd say 3/4 the speed possibly. Watch again one more time. You got Keane quickly passing this ball straight ahead and Diaby's is that speed. So that's without it. And then you saw Keane's pass that is with it. And that pass right there is so important to your buildup. You don't realize it until like later. Maybe you won't realize it in the moment, but that pass is so integral to your buildup, especially with the press being as crazy as it is this year. That Kane's pass is probably my favorite of the passing playstyles, which is kind of crazy. I love incisive pass. That's good too. Long ball pass obviously is good. But pinged pass is crazy. And I wonder if EA kind of know this. Look at the pinged pass plus playstyle. There are 3 players in game with this playstyle at all. Rose Lavelle, Georgia Stanway, and Mateo Kovacic, who you probably can't use all 3 of these cards, honestly. Lavelle's 12k, who has a decent card, but nothing too crazy. This is the Ping Pass Plus, and that is it. So literally, this makes me also wonder if they kind of know that that's going to be an insane playstyle later on in the game. If you look at just the normal Pinged Pass, you'd actually be surprised that there's really not that many with even the normal Pinged Pass, honestly. A lot of times when you look at these playstyles, a lot more cards will have just the base playstyle than the ones that are on this list, but honestly, this is it. Just the base playstyle of Pinged Pass, there's not that many cards. And I guarantee you, if you use Alexia Putellas, it's one of the first things you notice when you have her is that the Pinged Pass is there. Same thing with any of these cards. You'll notice that almost instantly. So I would really give it a try. Because to me, it's not one you expect, and it's one that's really, really useful. The last one that's one of my favorites I want to talk about here is going to be the Whipped Pass Plus. The description says all crosses are highly accurate, travel faster with more curve, performs driven crosses with exceptional power. I'll tell you what, they were not lying. Some of these crosses are insane. I got Boccia kind of coming up as like an attacking fullback here. Just take a look at this cross here. I'm gonna take my time, wait. I see Neymar at the back post, couple guys back there, and just look at that. They weren't even open really. And that cross has so much curve on it. And watch this. When I decide to cross this ball, I have just a little bit of opening. I decide to cross this right there, basically. And I mean, there's just nobody here. You might be able to get to here, but this is Neymar, keep in mind. No height at all on Neymar, but look at the bend. Look at the trajectory already this is going to go. I mean, that is wild. And look at the bend it takes all the way around. Neymar's open, does a little bicycle kick and scores it. And then here's one where it's like a little bit closer to you, and it shows you that they don't have to be like really far away for it to be amazing. Like they can be really up close to you, and it's still a perfect cross in. Like that cross there to Miroslav Klose, who I was trying to get some, header goals in. Like we're not that far away here. This is a cross that, what you would say is probably not that likely to go in terms of FIFA standard, because crosses this close to somebody just tend to not be very accurate. But this one, like, see how close I am to her? It's just a perfect cross in, just a square, nothing else. Close heads it straight to the keeper, unfortunately, but it luckily bounces right in. Whipped Pass Plus is crazy. And it's something that I would definitely give yourself a try yourself, because give yourself a try yourself, because yeah, it's actually crazy. Now, let's talk about the rest here, because there's a lot of playstyles I think are very, very good. It's probably more beneficial to even talk about the ones that I don't think are very good, because many of them are. The ones I don't think you'll notice much use in, I would say Acrobatic. Now, I could be wrong about this. If you guys, have had good experiences with these playstyles, let me know. But Acrobatic, I've not really noticed yet. Performance volleys with improved accuracy has access to acrobatic volley animations. I just haven't really noticed that one yet. Long throw obviously is long throw. That probably is not going to be super useful. Trickster, just the base version, isn't really great because it just lets you kind of like do these unique seal moves. Now Trickster Plus actually also says it's significantly more agile when strafe dribbling, and that's good. But Trickster base I wouldn't say is incredible. First touch, is kind of fine to me. I haven't really noticed that one. And also Flare. These kind of two here, I don't really notice them them too much. But once again, I could be wrong about that. All defending you will notice. Literally all of them. I think Anticipate is going to be your best defending option. Also Intercept, which we'll talk about in one sec. For all the passing ones, I think all of them are really good. Tiki Taka, maybe not quite as much, but honestly, I think it's still pretty good. Probably the least of the 5 though. And up here, Dead Ball, you know, it's just a free kick one, so it's never going to be super duper useful for you, but it might be on corner kicks, possibly power header. If you don't cross it, you won't notice it probably. Chip shot, you know, chips are kind of rare, but you know, if you have a player with chip shot or chip shot plus, you might use them more often. And power shot also is one that was debatably going to be in this video that I loved, but power shot is really, really good. I would try that one as well. And N'Golo Kante, this card is so good because he has intercept. Okay, intercept is one of the better defending ones. If you have a DM, I think you really want to try and get them to have intercept plus. I think you're really going to like that one. But yeah, I think honestly, EA have done a pretty good job balancing them. I think they're all pretty useful. But I want to talk about my favorite ones for this video, so hopefully it helps you guys out and you guys try these out and like them yourself. Let me know which ones you guys are loving and having success with, because obviously in just a few months time we might know more and some of the other ones might be even more meta. But I love you all since this video over, so peace.